Last time on my little journey through Colorado, I discovered Frisco and the Dillon Reservoir Valley, and I discovered there was a free bus that goes to Leadville, which is the highest elevation town in America. So I decided that's where I was going to go next, and here it is. Well, I probably should have waited, but I took the bus to Leadville, so here we are. Just jumping over a little ditch there. I gotta get in. There's Taco Bell. We have Taco Bell at 10,000 feet. Alright, rain has stopped. And now I got a chance to go look around. Some cool kind of little stores and stuff around. That's a pretty cool sight right there. The clouds and the mountains. Not bad. I don't know where I'm gonna go right now. I guess I could go. I mean, like, I don't know, nothing in town looks like that interesting except for the museum. And like there was like a log cabin or something. So I kind of just want to stay out this way a little bit, maybe go look at some, I don't know, maybe just go walk outside of town a little bit and see what's around. It's just me, or are these bushes kind of funny looking? I don't know what it is. They're like, they're like kind of juniper-ish, but they just look kind of strange. I am not exactly sure where I'm going to sleep tonight. I was wondering if there was somewhere back here. There might be. There's a trail going this way, but then there's also a no trespassing sign, so maybe I won't bother with all that. Stumbled upon a little get-together over here, apparently. I just thought there might be kind of a nice view out this way. And there is. Look at that. Actually shows up really pink on the camera. Yeah, it's like a whole different different biome over here. Totally different plants. I mean, the trees are kind of the same, I guess, but everything else is pretty different. It's a 10,000 foot alpine vegetation, I guess. Okay, I guess this is actually what that is. It's this like I just thought that was, saw this on the map, Ale Yak something something. I thought it was going to be like a restaurant, not a food truck, like outdoor food court type of thing. That's kind of neat. There you go, Leadville, 10,152 feet. There's the proof. I wonder what this is. Texas Jack. Okay. So he was like a frontiersman who performed with Buffalo Bill. I don't know why. Oh, he's buried here. He's buried in Leadville. I'm not sure. It doesn't really explain why he was buried in Leadville, but apparently he's buried here. Okay. Cool. Decided to have a look at these rocks piled up over here. Most of them are big, but not that interesting, really. Just got like, I couldn't really tell you. I guess granite, maybe. I don't know. I don't really know that much about rocks, but I was looking at a bunch of mining videos last night, really, because I've been thinking about it, being in this area, and like this rock right here kind of looks like the sort of thing you would find like gold and precious metals in. This one doesn't have anything in it, I'm pretty sure. It's got a little bit of a dark band there, but I guess it's probably just quartz. I don't really know the difference. And then this guy just has some like lichen on it that looked kind of interesting to me. It's a very, very crumbly rock. Now, for all I know, it could even be concrete. I do not purport to be an expert of anything, but I like to have a look around. This back here looks like it could be a good place to sleep tonight. But I want to wait, obviously, until much later before I really come out here. That looks kind of interesting. And then it just opens up into this. Sun's a little bright down on the horizon, but yeah, the air's thin, but I actually kind of like it. I mean, makes it kind of hard to do much because, you know, just walking a little distance will wind you. But I don't know, it feels cool. It's interesting. Some more of that crystal clear mountain water. It's not like a huge river or anything, but looks like it goes pretty deep right there. I wonder if you panned some of this black dirt, if you'd find anything interesting. I would imagine, given that this is you know, a gold mining town, everything around here's kind of been explored, but you never know. I bet the black stuff's just like hematite or something, maybe magnetite. Okay, time to go to this museum and then get back over to Frisco and then go over to Copper Mountain and then try and hitchhike over to Vail and then try and hitchhike over to Eagle. Got a lot of stuff to do. I don't know how much I'm going to film at this museum, honestly. On the Google reviews it said there was some cool dioramas, so I'll try and get pictures of those. Otherwise, I mean, I've just been filming too many museums. I feel like there's not really a great way to make that footage interesting, so I'll probably end up not using most of the stuff that I shot there. But it's very interesting to me, and yeah, I've been liking the geology type stuff. I've been seeing a lot of that lately. The crystals and the ores and gold and silver and all that. It's good stuff, and this is specifically the mining museum and Hall of Fame, which I'm not sure how you would qualify for the Hall of Fame of mining, but I guess I'll find out. Yeah, so it should be more of that kind of stuff, more of that mining stuff. So Leadville, there must still be some sort of industry around here because it seems like it's doing all right. I mean, things are a little run down, but I imagine that's just because of how remote it is. I do kind of wonder what the modern industry of Leadville is. Is it still mining? Are there still active mines up there? I mean, I see piles of what do they call it, tailings. So it could just be that there's still active mining up here. They're building houses, so they must still be expanding. It'd be kind of a weird place to live just because of how high up it is. I mean, I'm, you know, even compared to Frisco, I'm definitely catching my breath a lot more. Yeah, I mean, you can hear it. I'm just like, I can't catch my breath. and it's just remote as well. So like, you know, from Frisco, it's like I don't know, maybe an hour to Denver, maybe a little more. But from here, it's probably like 2 hours, hour and a half, depending. It actually would probably be faster to go down to like Colorado Springs or something. Just because it's a little bit further south here, and there's like a nice highway that goes that way. I mean, I've never been on it, so maybe it's not a very nice highway, but you know what I mean. Cool place though. I like how, highway sounds aside, I like how Leadville is up on this hill here, so you can actually see all the way down into those mountains and then see all the way up to the peaks. It's a little different than you know, most of these places in the mountains are built like down on the valley like that, but I guess because the mine is right up here, that's where they had to build the town, and that's why it's the highest altitude town in America. There's some sort of house of historical significance here. Probably one of the rich mine owners who opened the town. Oh, there's a downtown over here. I guess I turned a little early and ended up in a weird part of town, but I was just trying to get over to the museum. I guess this is the downtown. I might as well stop by there, check it out. Okay, wow. So that was the there's not like a sign or anything I can show. There it is. So that was the National Mining Museum Hall of Fame. I think I might have missed a wing. There was a lot to see in there. So much to see. Really well presented. I mean, those dioramas were awesome. The like immersive like rooms, like mine recreation rooms, were amazing. You know, all the maps and information, and there's plenty of just like cool looking rock samples too. Like, they had everything, absolutely everything in there. That was exactly the museum I've been looking for. That was awesome. They've even got like a pretty nice downtown here. There's a good variety of little gift shops and things. I mean, you know, your mileage may vary with gift shops. There's a rock shop over there. I'd imagine there's at least a couple more given how the town is. But you know, if this is your kind of thing, then Leadville's got that too. Well, apparently the bus to Frisco runs 6 times a day, and the next one's at 7. It is currently about 4:30, which means I have 2.5 hours. So, okay. I guess I'll just be hanging around then. I've been kind of admiring all the different cars around. Lots of kind of weird custom trucks and stuff. I'm not seeing any right now, but I'll try and get one. These cars tell me basically there's 2 things. One, you need a good car around here, especially if you don't live in town and you want to go out and do stuff in the woods and stuff. 2, there is money around here. Probably in the mining, I would imagine. That's kind of typical of like I don't know, like you know, working class jobs that pay well. You know, people work their asses off, probably don't have all that much, like, you know, time to do anything with their money. So what do? They end up spending it on a cool truck. And you know, and around here, you know, camping gear and racks for all their, you know, motorcycles and ATVs and stuff. So I decided I was done with Leadville, and I headed back to Frisco to regroup and strategize about how I was going to make it the rest of the way down the western slope. I don't really feel like the radar is accurately portraying how much rain this is, but that does look like a pretty big cloud right there. And there's more behind it too. Well, pretty much everything did get wet last night. You can see everything's kind of drying out in the rain. It's going okay. Probably gonna have to put some stuff away while it's still slightly wet, but you know, it is what it is. So today, what do I gotta do? I gotta decide how I'm getting down the rest of I-70 here, because Vail kind of seems like a black hole to me. I know I've already talked about this. So basically what I'm thinking is maybe I just take the Mustang all the way down to, what's it called? Like Grand Junction or something like that. Which is basically, once you're there, you're out of the mountains. I think there's still mountainous in the area, but you're not in the mountains anymore. So I will probably do that today. I have a feeling there's some way of getting to Vail and then getting from there to everywhere else without spending as much money, but I don't think the bus is that much anyway. It was like $5 for the first leg, and then I think it was $7 for the second leg. So altogether it might be like, I don't know, $10-15 to get the rest of the way to Grand Junction. If it's much more than that, I'll think about doing it differently, but I still got a lot of stuff to put away, and I gotta get up and go, and I gotta charge a bunch of shit too. I gotta find somewhere to hang out for a longer period of time. I want to find somewhere with like a library and a good place to camp where I can just sit and edit all this footage that I've got right now. So it's starting to pile up, and then the upload schedule that I've got right now of 1 a week is not really cutting it, and also I've not really been keeping to that faithfully. So I would like to just spend like a week straight just editing everything, getting everything finished, and then put them out like 2 a week until I catch up to where I'm at. It's a little ridiculous at this point that the videos are like 3 months behind, and I'm sitting here like, you know, having the time of my life, and meanwhile the last video that I put up is this like depressing thing about the job that I got in Wichita. So yeah, I'm feeling like I need to be more up to date on stuff. So I would like to do that. So one ticket from Frisco to Grand Junction is $30, which is more than I really want to spend. So I think what I really have to do is I have to get to Vail, and I think there's a bus that goes from Vail to Eagle. I talked about it earlier. And from Eagle it should be pretty easy to hitchhike from there, hopefully. So that would save me a lot of money. Maybe if I even just go, instead of going from Frisco all the way to Grand Junction, maybe I go from Frisco to Vail. That's only $5. And that gets rid of the problem of not being able to take a bus to Vail. $5 is nothing. I just have to make sure I know which bus I'm getting on to get out of Vail. It's probably a good thing to stop in Vail anyway, because that's something it's been a major milestone on this highway since day one. At some point I'm going to get to Vail, and I've never really been to a ski resort like that. Obviously it's the summer, so it's not going to be open, but I'd still like to see it, I guess. So yeah, maybe I spend the $5, get to Vail, and try not to spend anything after that. Alright, it is time to say goodbye to Frisco. I'm sad to go, but I gotta keep moving on. I'm gonna get the bus to Vail, and then from there to Eagle. Shouldn't be too bad, and then from Eagle I imagine it gets a little easier to hitchhike. Of course, we'll see how that turns out. Okay, for the record, I've been saying like Grand Junction the whole time. I think that's a place in Kansas. No, there is a Grand Junction. Okay, but the place I'm going is not Grand Junction. I'm going to Glenwood Springs. I thought I had completely gotten that name wrong. Apparently Grand Junction is a little further down the road. But either way, I got the name wrong. So I'm going to Glenwood Springs. Alright, here's Vail. So I actually have to go quickly because the bus to Eagle leaves right now. If I miss this one, I could wait like 30 minutes. But the only reason to do that would be to see more of Vail. And I honestly, to be honest with you, I'm not terribly impressed. If you're not here to ski, I don't think there's really any reason to be here. So I'm not going to spend that much time in Vail. I'm sure it's lovely. Alright, Eagle, Colorado. Here we are. There goes the bus. Yeah, so we're not in the mountains anymore. There was an abrupt shift right around Edward, I think was the town name, Edward or Edwards or something like that. There's a real shift where you can feel it becoming more southwest and less I don't know what you call it, just mountain climate, alpine climate. So there's still lots of hills and stuff around, obviously, but we're no longer in the mountains, and the trees have changed. Still got a few of the pine trees we were seeing back there, but now there's more like sage and I don't know, whatever these kind of short round trees are. Weren't seeing any of those back in Frisco. So yeah, 6,600 feet elevation, which is I think about 2,400 less than Frisco. And yeah, 3,400 less than Leadville. Yeah, let me get my bearings and see what we're doing. I've stopped in this little park here for a minute. It's pretty cool. You got these, I'm assuming this is sagebrush. I could just be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure at this point I know what that is. And then a bunch of big old trees, which are definitely different to the ones we were having up in the mountains. Up in the mountains is pretty much just pine and aspen. This is definitely not that. So totally in a different climate. All this tall grass too. I mean, it makes sense, obviously. We're in a totally different side of the mountains now, totally different environment, much closer to like New Mexico or Arizona, but obviously more rainfall than that probably. So yeah, excited to keep going over here. Alright, my phone did die last night, so I think I could have filmed more, but I did not. I slept under a little bridge. I had to walk quite a ways, so I'd rather not be here again tonight. But at the same time, I am feeling rather lazy right now, so I'll go out there in a little bit. I also really should busk. I always enjoy it once I do it. It's like getting in the shower. You don't want to get in the shower, but then once you're in the shower, it feels good. So I need to get out there and busk a little bit. Here's the on-ramp, and I'm just looking over here. This building right here is abandoned apparently, so if I'm still here tonight, somewhere around this area is probably best. Little did I know that with this ride I was going to be going through Glenwood Canyon, which actually turned out to be really, really beautiful. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say, Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound to go away. Cheeks as red as a blooming rose and eyes the prettiest brown. She's the darling of my heart, the prettiest girl in town. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say, Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound to go away. Wish I had a big fine horse and corn feeding my horn. Shady Grove to stay at home and feed him when I'm gone. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say, Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound to go away. When I was a little boy, I wanted a bottle of knife. Now I want my Shady Grove to say she'll be my wife. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say, Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound to go away. Went to see my Shady Grove, she was standing in the door with the boots and stockings in her. Alright, I'm in Glenwood Springs. I got to ride pretty quick, and the guy told me that there's a place where people camp out over here. I think it's actually this down by the river, but I'm going up this way first just so I can get a good vantage point. That canyon we passed through is crazy. So yeah, I think hopefully if he's right about the camping out here, then I will yeah, this is probably not the way, but then I will stay here for a while and start editing a bunch of videos, getting those up, because Lord knows I'm bad at that. So thinking maybe if I just allocate the time, I will do better. Alright, that's where I'm going to leave it off for today. So first of all, I have to really apologize for how long it took to get this video out. I was just feeling a really bad creative block, particularly around the mining museum montage. If you notice, the music there was pretty shit. That's because I just gave up on what I was going to do and ended up doing that. So you know what, it's better to have the video out than to keep delaying it and obsessing over some detail that probably doesn't matter to most people. So it is what it is. It's out now, and you know what, it's fine. So I'm going to go ahead and read donations. I've got $300 from Ernest. Somebody commented on my last video saying like, oh man, it's been a while since we heard from Ernest. No, it's just that I was putting out videos pretty regularly for a bit, and Ernest donates you know, like every 2 weeks or so. So if I'm putting out more videos than that, then he doesn't get featured in every video, which is totally fine. I've got a $50 donation from Martin. He said, you may have found your calling in those mountains at Frisco. Maybe something to return to. Not been in the USA since my preteen years. Many fond memories of Alamogordo during the late 70s. Your feet are traveling all these places I've missed. Stay safe. That's a very nice story. Always glad to hear people's personal stories, places they've been and stuff. I'm glad you're getting something out of it. Thank you for your donation. I have $25 from Curtis. He said, great videos. Keep up the positive attitude. Come to New England, Kurt. I would love to go to New England. I'm thinking I might do it next summer if I'm still traveling, which I probably will be, just judging by how things are going. Yeah, New England, and then like the Great Lakes area. Still haven't been anywhere near there, really. Lots of places I haven't been, to be honest with you. So, lots of opportunities for the future. And then I've got another $300 from Ernest. See, he gets 2 shout-outs in this video. Thank you very, very much, Ernest, as always. Then I've got $20 from Bradley. He said, I just found your channel. Happy travels. I'm not sure if I already read that one or not. It was kind of on the borderline. I might have read that one last time, but if so, you got 2 shout-outs, Bradley. Congratulations. Thank you for $20. I got $20 from Gary. He said, live the dream, Possum Buck, East Texas. Thank you very much, Gary. Then I've got $10 from Gary S., who's been donating for every one of these Colorado videos. He said, enjoyed paradise at 9,000 feet. Safe travels, man. Thank you so much. Always good to hear from you. And that is all of the donations for this video. So, thank you very much for being patient with me. And next video is Glenwood Springs. And then after that, I think I'm going to skip a chunk because just nothing interesting really happened. And I'm probably going to go straight to Telluride. I am still in Telluride right now, but I am about to leave, at least temporarily. I'm still trying to get a job here. I had an interview, but it's just tough. A lot of things need to line up for me to get this job for the season, and right now it's not looking great, so we'll see what happens. But I think I'm probably going to do some more stuff in the meantime, and I'll just keep checking in on my job applications and looking for housing and stuff like that. It could still happen. I'm not giving up on it, but I'm probably going to leave Telluride in a little bit, and I'll just go ahead and edit a video of everything I've seen here so far. So with that, that is the end. Thank you very much, and I will see you next time.